Hi, Leon Marinas here from ATK South Africa. I've got the very big honor and privilege of sitting today with Dr. Tony De Coito, Managing Director of Healthshare International. And we'd like to just ask him a few questions about exactly what Healthshare does. So Tony, thank you very much for being here today. We really appreciate your time coming in. And the first thing I want to ask you, Tony, is how exactly did you come about starting Healthshare International?
Actually, Healthshare started off as a JV between a big hospital group in South Africa called Netcare and a very large mining company with a number of hospitals and employees called Harmony. And that was about 10 years ago. 2 years later, we did a management buyout, became an independent company, and since then, we've been on a very good growth curve. We've become international.
That's wonderful. Tony, would you mind just elaborating a bit more for me on exactly what it is Healthshare does? You know, what sort of services to provide, and you know, where are you looking at sort of getting into the sectors?
Okay, well, what we do is we develop private hospitals and clinics from scratch, from feasibility studies through construction and equipping to operational management. The other things we do is case management, which we do for large companies, and we do also for a number of countries such as Botswana and Swaziland. And then we do a vast amount of consulting services, predominantly in Africa, which is actually our target market.
That's brilliant. Tony, would you mind just telling us a bit about your growth in the past 5 years? Has the economy or anything like that dampened your growth, and sort of what are you looking at doing into the future?
I must say the first 2 years of Healthshare was tough, you know, as a startup, but certainly in the last 5 years, and particularly in the last 3 years, we've been growing exponentially. And when I say growth in terms of numbers of customers, growth in terms of size of customers, growth in terms of profits, growth in terms of turnover. So for example, a year ago we increased our profits 5 times, and we're expecting to at least double it this year.
That's phenomenal. Please tell us a bit about, have you got any recent accomplishments, awards, anything that Healthshare has made Healthshare stand out in the industry?
I guess our biggest achievements is what we can do for our customers. We've got a number of corporate clients where we do occupational health, primary health care, hospital services, etc. And for them, we've typically reduced the cost of their healthcare by about 20% and made a significant impact on their productivity by reducing medical absenteeism. We've saved the government of Botswana about 60 to 70% per specialized referral to South Africa, and that we count as a big achievement, and that's also got us more government international clients. More recently, it was nice to be recognized, not only for myself, but for all our staff and all our customers by Rocky, which is the Roodepoort Chamber of Commerce and Industry, a large business chamber in the West Rand of Johannesburg. And we got the Gold Award, which is the highest award for large company as Business of the Year. So that's great to have, and it says a lot about the company, and it's great to have a chamber basically emphasizing that we do a proper job, we keep our customers happy, we have our staff happy, grow our reputation, and so on.
That's brilliant. Tony, I'd like to just, from your point of view, tell us a bit about your staffing. You know, what sort of caliber of staffing do you have, and what makes Healthshare staff stand out from any other company in your industry?
Our staff is mainly professional staff, so it's consultants of various disciplines, from finance to maintenance to equipping to IT to medical to nursing and so on. Then on another level where we provide clinic and hospital services, it's obviously doctors and nurses, administrative staff, maintenance staff, IT staff, etc. I think what stands out is that we although we are a large company, we act like a medium-sized company. So I'm very close to all of my staff, my team is as well. And making decisions, communicating well, being responsive to clients has basically become the Healthshare culture. And obviously is health and the sharing, and therefore we expect everybody to live that type of a value.
Perfect. Can you tell me, and to the people out there, just exactly what any government or institution can expect? What are the benefits of getting Healthshare on board within their sort of plans?
I think first of all we can do a complete independent assessment and help them prioritize and come as an outside partner with experience and with credibility. So we've helped countries do their healthcare strategic planning, for example. We can then help them pick what areas do they need to sharpen up on. Is it the maintenance of equipment? Is it the facilities? Is it staff training? Is it putting case management into their hospitals? Is it managing their referral costs? So on each of those aspects, we would have specialized people and a tailored intervention which fits the client's needs, not only for governments, for all clients. So one of our values is flexibility. The other thing, of course, we offer is top quality, and we'll also make sure they get more value for their buck, that there's a lot of savings and open up better healthcare to large numbers of the population.
That's brilliant. And Tony, just last before we end off on the session here, what are the future plans for yourself and for Healthshare going into the near future?
You know, we're starting a new group of 10 hospitals in South Africa. We'll be building 10, and they're black owned. We about a 25% equity participation, and the vast majority of the rest is usually black owned, which is good for South Africa, because South Africa's got a past where one needs to develop a lot more black talent in the country. Concerning countries, we've got a number of new projects starting off in Botswana. I'll be in Nigeria next week. We've got a lot of opportunities that's opening up over there. And essentially, the mining industrial business is growing. In the last year, we've picked up 2 big mining companies. We hope to pick up more because we can add a lot of value in terms of quality as well as cost saving to those businesses. So I must say we kind of grown across the spectrum, and it's very pleasing.
Perfect. So anyway, thank you very much for coming today. We really appreciate your time. And to everyone out there, you know, if you want to get a hold of Healthshare, go to www.healthshare.co.za. Definitely top class service and you know, leaders in their industry. Cheers.